Introduction. The Kesavananda Bharati case, also known as the Fundamental Rights case, is a significant Supreme Court of India decision from 24 April 1973. This ruling is a landmark in Indian constitutional law for establishing the doctrine of basic structure. It addressed whether Parliament has unlimited authority to amend the constitution, including fundamental rights. The judgment, made by a 7-6 majority of a 13-judge bench, held that while Parliament can amend the constitution, it cannot alter or abolish its essential features, the basic structure. Background of the case. Genesis. The case began with a challenge to land reform laws in Kerala that restricted land ownership and management by religious institutions. Petitioner, Kesavananda Bharati, the head of a religious institution in Kerala, contested the constitutionality of the Kerala Land Reforms Act and its amendments. Legal challenge. Bharti argued the land reforms violated his fundamental rights, including the right to equality, freedom of property, freedom of religion, and the right to manage religious affairs. Constitutional amendments challenged. The petition also questioned the validity of the 24th, 25th, and 29th constitutional amendments which Parliament enacted using its power under Article 368. Escalation. The case expanded from a property rights dispute to a broader discussion about Parliament's amending power and the validity of constitutional amendments. Key arguments. Both the petitioner and respondent presented key arguments during the Kesavananda Bharati case. The petitioner argued that amendments infringed upon fundamental rights and that Parliament's amending power is limited and cannot alter the Constitution's basic structure. They also challenged amendments for undermining judicial review. The respondent asserted Parliament's unlimited power under Article 368 and argued that amendments were necessary for achieving socio-economic justice and land redistribution, maintaining that property rights could be regulated for public welfare. The Basic Structure Doctrine. Establishment. The Supreme Court's judgment introduced the Basic Structure Doctrine, stating that certain fundamental constitutional features cannot be amended by Parliament even under Article 368. Elements. While not fully defined, the Supreme Court has identified key components of the basic structure in various judgments, including supremacy of the Constitution, democratic, republican, and sovereign nature of the Indian polity, secularism, federalism, independence of the judiciary and rule of law, judicial review, separation of powers, fundamental rights, welfare state, verdict and impact. Verdict. The Supreme Court's 7-6 majority judgment on 24 April 1973 upheld Parliament's power to amend the Constitution, including fundamental rights. However, it ruled that this power is limited and cannot be used to destroy the basic structure. Reinforcement of judicial review. The case significantly enhanced the judiciary's role, allowing the Supreme Court to review constitutional amendments and invalidate those that violate the basic structure. Check on parliamentary power. The Basic Structure Doctrine acts as a crucial limit on Parliament's amending power, preventing arbitrary or radical changes that undermine the Constitution's core principles. Safeguarding fundamental rights. The doctrine protects fundamental rights, preventing their removal or weakening through amendments. Balancing reform and rights. The judgment balanced the need for socio-economic reforms, such as land reforms, with the protection of fundamental rights, allowing for progress while maintaining constitutional integrity. Long-term impact. The Kesavananda Bharati judgment has had a profound and lasting influence on Indian constitutional law and has been affirmed in subsequent cases like the Minerva Mills case, 1980. It remains a cornerstone of Indian constitutional jurisprudence, shaping the interpretation and amendment of the Constitution and ensuring its resilience.